Alright, so black-white cards. If you think this deck is sweet, that's because it is. This is a black-white aggressive disruption deck that has a surprising amount of grind to it on the back of both Dark Confidants, Pain Seers, and then our creatures that recur from the discard pile. We've played this deck on stream a bunch of times before. If it's your first time watching it, there are a bunch of videos of it on my YouTube channel and on my decklist site. We have turn 1 modern staple night market lookout here, so basically just can't lose. Hey, sure. Thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way. Boogles. Do we have the tools? Do we have the tools? I've got one Fragmentize. I've got one Fragmentize. I guess we could theoretically race. Okay, I will let chat watch us die to Boogles. I will let chat watch us die to Boogles. That will probably make you happy. It's been a while since I've let Boogles dumpster us on stream. I think the thing I'm most excited about, and I think I forgot to touch on this in my article. The thing, yeah, I'm just off of it. I just got the spirit link right away. The thing that the new Assassin's Trophy is gonna do more than anything, which is awesome, is it's gonna give you a bunch of ways to kill Leyline of Sanctity in the green Blackrock deck, which should hopefully make green Blackrock have a favorable matchup against Boogles again. Because once upon a time, before they were super degenerate in main deck Leyline, you were pretty okay against them with your 4 Liliana the Veil. With a bunch of ways to kill Leyline, that might be the case again. It isn't even the memes that get dumpstered by Boogles. Actually, decks that are doing obnoxious things tend to be very good against Boogles. Boogles is a deck that's very good against the decks that are honest decks in the format. Decks that are attacking and blocking. Decks that are attacking and blocking are the worst against Boogles, trying to win through combat. They just Voltron up with reach and lifelink, and you can just never win. The black-green rock list that I posted today on Cool Stuff Inc., it has 4 trophies, 2 Maelstrom Pulse, and a Golgari Charm. So you have 7 ways to take Leyline of Sanctity off the table. Seems pretty sweet. Probably lead on discard spell into Bob here. Wooded Foothills. Okay, Wooded Foothills actually makes me want to lead on Night Market Lookout, I think. Does it? Details on how the donation system works are here, Shorv. So this is probably Burn or Valakut Titan. If it's Valakut Titan, I'd rather play a Dork on 1. Yeah, I'm going to lead on Night Market Lookout because it's decent against both of those decks. Yeah, I agree, Gary. Boogles is marginally easier to interact with, but it's still pretty difficult. Maelstrom Pulse is good for its alternate text, the sweep everything. No, I honestly think Maelstrom Pulse is trophies 5-6 at this point. I'd rather be able to clean up goblin tokens or kill both ensnaring bridges. That was the reading Night Market Lookout pause there for those that are unfamiliar with that. Steve-O, look at this. Steve-O doesn't even block all of Night Market Lookout's damage. Just the value, chat. Feel the value. Get that sweet, sweet drain life on. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Dark Confidant here into, I think. Playing out 2 more dorks, getting them all swept by an Anger of the Gods would feel pretty bad. Yeah, I think we're supposed to sandbag the Thoughtseize for a hot second. We want to cast it when they're closer to like casting Titan or Escape Shift, so that way they have more opportunities to draw it for us to take it away from them. Dark Confidant also gives us a chance to like draw more disruption. Poor Bobby. So we're definitely playing Night Market Lookout here. They're still pretty far off of doing anything meaningful, so I think I'm going to shock in and then play Smuggler's Copter plus Bloodsoaked Champion here. Alright, so we get to put our modern staple Night Market Lookout into the chopper here. Let's get that good clean value going on. Always find my articles here. Probably going to be binning. Maybe I'm supposed to Thoughtseize pre-combat here, so I know if I want to keep the path. Like, well, that makes what we're bidding pretty easy. Actually, it doesn't. I'm going to bin the Harvester because I can play Bloodsoaked Champion next turn and then, like, have them almost dead, right? Double Titan. It's unfortunate. I guess I get to path this. And they're at 8 here. This deck kills people surprisingly quickly. So this is probably going to be Mountain plus a Valakut shoot one of my things, I'd imagine. Yep. So they have Mountain and then one card we don't know in their hand. I assume they're going to kill the Night Market Lookouts here. Yeah, because the other dorks come back. Yeah, they're all 2 power. It does kind of matter because, right, like these ones don't come back. So I'm gonna path. We're actually 1 point of damage short here, right? Wonder if I missed a point anywhere. Oh, we're not short depending on what they kill. If they kill Night Market Lookout, they're dead. No, they killed the right one. They killed Bloodsoaked Champion, so now I only have 7. If we draw Night Market Lookout, they're dead. So, modern staple, Night Market Lookout, lethal as always. Still. Alright, it's just like, I believe we just need to fade Escape Shift here. Sure. Trigger. Trigger. All right. No, I didn't have the extra lookout that turn, I don't think. I have to go back and check, but I don't believe that I did. Is this... I actually don't have a lot of cards in our sideboard for this matchup. Foxes, thank you very much for the 3-month resubscription there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. This is probably a Kambal matchup, right? Aethersphere and Lingering Souls both seem kind of medium. Yeah, you can crew a vehicle more than once. You can also overcrew vehicles as well. Probably rather have Lingering Souls than Aethersphere Harvester. Grandpa, Tracker, if you have Tracker and you're making clues, you don't need another card to make Tracker better. So, like, but... I love spoiler season. It gives me so many easy things to write about, because I'm just going to respond to that comment so many times. Oh, that's fair. Maybe Bitterblossom is better than Lingering Souls, because they're a sweeper deck. Yeah, I kind of like that. If we have a third game here, I'm gonna do that. I like that suggestion a lot. I'm gonna keep this on the draw. Needs a white source, but it's pretty good if it's a white source, right? I mean, it's like 4 mana, chat. Huh. Huh. I actually don't have any ramp here, huh? Do I take Lightning Bolt to preserve my Smuggler's Copter? I think I do, right? I think I do. Oh man, black-white cars. What's going on, Distrominator? The other thing is, chat, you keep asking about things. I don't know what a lot of these cards do that you're talking about. Like, you keep asking about cards, but the actual answer is, I don't know. Thank you, Lithanol. I appreciate that. Get my loot on here. Papa wants a white source, please. Any land would have been nice there. Drawing the Valakut naturally is very, very scary. That's sweet. So... Huh. So I'm going to do this, drain them, discard. I'm going to ditch the Bloodghast. And then I can land, bring both Bloodghasts into play. I assume we're going to see them cycle Sweltering Sun in response here. Yep. It's just a slow, clunky card in a deck full of slow, and in a deck full of cards that like you're trying to survive with that deck. So I just prefer to play more cards that are efficient rather than Kalitas. Kalitas was a card that like kind of helped you against decks like what's it called? I'm blanking on its name at the moment. Against decks like oh, I'm totally blanked on its name. Against decks like Hollowed One, and now you have more Doomblades to help against Hollowed One. They drew a ramp spell here that's bad for us. That's like their actual factual best ramp spell they could have drawn, because it also blocks. So now they get 2 lightning bolts this turn. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, I think we're gonna be like a turn 2. So I think if they wouldn't have had this, if they wouldn't have drawn a ramp spell here, we would have killed them. They wouldn't have drawn the Sakura Tribe Elder here, we probably would have killed them. I think I'm gonna flashback Lingering Souls. And then crew the Copter. Well, the path's not free. It costs a mana. And I could potentially take them off a Titan next turn. So, like, they get to kill 2 of my things here. So, if I path the Sakura Tribe Elder, then I have to deal with a Titan next turn. They get to do 2 because there's a Wooded Foothills in play. I think I do want to path this, though. I think hitting them for 4 here is worthwhile. Next turn, I'm like just dead though, right? I get to, they're gonna put Primeval Titan into play, which is going to get 2 Valakuts that deal, yeah, I'm just dead next turn. Primeval Titan gets 2 Valakuts, and then they play their mountain, so the 2 Valakuts each deal 9, and then the mountain deals 9. So we were a turn slow there because they had both Prismatic Omen and the Tribe-Elder. And actually, I think the Lingering Souls is better than the Bitterblossom, like my gut thought after seeing how that game played out. If we'd have either been on the play, or if they would have not ripped the ramp spell, we would have killed them there. The ramp spell made the Omen just a little bit too good. Would have successfully gotten underneath them otherwise. Lifelink car is really slow. Why was not Thoughtseize in the Omen in a misplay? Be specific, articulate it. I obviously thought it was correct, so tell me why you think it's potentially incorrect. No, they don't play a lot of Omens. I think playing cards that like only line up into a very select number of their cards is bad. But I guess you could also argue with like Smuggler's Copter, maybe I can afford to play more narrow cards like that because I can loot through them. So then they have 1 ramp spell here, huh? So I'm just gonna take that. The first hand, I think, was a trap in a matchup like this. This is a matchup where we really want to be curving out. And while that hand, like, had a 2-drop on 2, it didn't have any disruption or good pressure. Like, this hand is much better because it has disruption into not only pressure, but also, like, feed us more disruption. Oh, Magic. It's a very frustrating game sometimes. Third line's a good pickup, though. I guess I just take the Pulse of Marasa here. Obviously play Smuggler's Copter here because it's going to let us activate the Inspire on this next turn. This is again where like the surprising amount of grind in this deck comes from. We get to like loot through these lands and stuff like that. Yeah, Last Hope is really good. Like I said, I think with Last Hope and Tracker, you just like really don't need cards like Lingering Souls to get more value. Those cards just like generate so much value as is. Deal. You have a Titan next turn potentially. Would love to loot into a Thoughtseize here. I assume their deck full of lands just like has another land tier guaranteed. I want to drain here. I see like Packed Titan untapped land here. To be very sad. If they don't have a land tier, they might Pact in response, which could be very good for us. Always. And the fact that they have a Valakut in play already means that they just get to like get 2 mountains with this Primeval Titan and kill our Pain Seer. Hey, Def Not Nivik Sisters Prime. Thank you for the 3-3 sub there. I appreciate that. That kind of like shuts off our ability to draw out of this game. Get like 1 shot at a Path to Exile here, 2 shots if we draw a creature. I'll draw land and we'll die. That's how Magic goes. This will be... The opponent's deck will be the one deck left in the format, I think. That'll be like still just be a really terrible matchup for Black-Green Rock. Just like don't have the tools to pressure them or disrupt them consistently. It's like very difficult to interact with. How we doing, everybody? Welcome. My name's Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30-plus hours a week. We focus primarily on Modern on this channel right now. When Standard rotates, we'll probably dip back into that a little bit. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support. Past subscribing, you can also support my content by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. BCW Supplies will love to help you protect your very valuable gaming singles and accessories. They do sleeves, deck boxes, and all sorts of other great stuff. You can save 10% on your orders at bcwsupplies.com by using code Jeff10. Honey is a free browser add-on. When you install it using link bit.ly/HugelHoney, you'll be supporting my content here at absolutely no cost to yourself. What Honey does is, when you're shopping online, it takes a look at the things you put in your shopping cart and then searches automatically for some coupon codes to save you money on things you're buying anyways. Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep. Christy and I have been sleeping with Lisa for the last 3 months now, and I really love it. I don't think we'd ever go back to a traditional pillow top mattress. You can save $160 or more on your new mattress with them by checking out links bit.ly/HugelBedUS and bit.ly/HugelBedCA. People that are asking about me saying the matchup's still going to be bad for Black-Green even after the Assassin's Trophy gets printed. Assassin's Trophy is not Stone Rain. That's why Assassin's Trophy is a well-designed land destruction card. It is a card that only beats up explicitly on unfair lands. So while there's going to be a very small subset of games where they're going to play their Valakut out and then you're going to destroy it and surgical them, those games will be a steal. That will not be the norm. That's not what's going to happen most of the time when you play the deck. The Hardened Scales Affinity deck is actually at the top of the queue after today, I think, or close to it. We'll have to see where all the points get pushed around to after today's stream is done, but it's pretty close to the top, I believe. Yeah, exactly. The Stinger, I agree with what the Stinger says. Good Valakut Titan players are going to play around it. Jinska, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub there. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Get to the chopper. Looking like blue-white control here, potentially. I want to check for Path to Exile here before I do anything. Trade your Bobs for Liliana's. I've not, Belwas. Alright, we're actually in a pretty okay spot here, right? Until they rip a Terminus off the top. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with Smuggler's Copter here. Larry the Liquid, please be informed and look at the deck list on your screen before you ask questions like that. Sour Gummin Worms, thank you very much for the brand new, for checking out Honey there. I appreciate the support. I'm going to bring back Bloodghast here. We're going to put Pain Seer into play. And in Black-Green Rock, not this one. Dark Confidant's not a good card in the Rock decks. Not only is the upside minimal, with the drawback being real of killing you because Tireless Tracker pulls your curve upward, but the The downside of Bob is that there's a lot of games where he just dies to a Doomblade and you never get any value off of him. With Tireless Tracker, your card advantage just happens on turn 4, and you guaranteed end up cards with it. 2/1s also don't attack very consistently. They don't put you in a good position. They don't put you in a good position to pressure your opponent out of the game. Tireless Tracker gets very large very quickly. Oh geez, this is a Plains. They actually can't even cast Cryptic Command here. That's so good for us. We're going to get to see the grindy half of this deck in action here. Getting Pain Seers and Copter going against the control deck. I think the people that are still playing Dark Confidant in Jund and green black decks are people that are just like terrified of change and need to get with the times. I think I'm holding Dark Confidant for post terminus. I'm gonna play Night Market Lookout here, just to like get a lot of pressure going. Delete their land here. Unless they cycle into a terminus, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. I guess they could have Snapcaster here. They could like snap, block this, path something else. Aethersphere Harvester is actually really sweet because it lets us use our mana this turn, and it's another threat that just like doesn't get cleared off by a sweeper. How are we doing over there, blue-white opponent? How does it feel to lose to Night Market Lookout? Have you considered taking your deck and throwing it in the garbage can? That's what I would consider doing if I lost to Night Market Lookout. Get to the chopper! To the chopper! Yes, as always, if we draw Modern Staple Night Market Lookout, they will be lethal. Yes, as is oft the case with Modern Staple Night Market Lookout. If they can cast Terminus next turn, we're actually on 0 pressure here unless we can draw a creature. I think Black-Green Rock has been better than Abzan and Jund for a long time, and that's not going to change with Assassin's Trophy. You should read my article here talking about how I would build it and why I think it's better. Succulent, succulent, blue-white death. Every time an untier pile of garbage beats blue-white control and Angel gets its wings. Nice metagame deck. Is this an Anguished Unmaking or Fragmentize matchup? I don't think so. I think I like all the cards that are in my deck right now. I think I like all these cards. I hit submit. What do the kids say? YOLO? YOLO, YOLO. YOLO, YOLO, it's off to work we go. Do 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 do. It's yeet. Okay. No, I think you need lots of Abrupt Decay. That's why I put 0 in the deck list. Sorry, I never know how to answer questions like that. I feel like I'm being a dick no matter how I respond to it. Because, like, I don't, like... Do you think you should be playing this card you're not playing? It's like, well, I'm not playing it, so the answer to your question is no. It's Yanny now. Isn't heat that thing they put in bread to make it rise? Oh, that's great. Oh no, chat, we've missed on a land. Thankfully, we have modern staple night market lookout to carry us across the finish line here. So, I'm going to play out Bloodsoaked Champion here, because I prefer not to lose 2 creatures to a Detention Sphere next turn. Instead of you asking me why I'm not playing a card, form a discussion, articulate your thoughts. Tell me why I should play the card. And if you can't think of a good reason why I should play it, maybe there's no reason to play it. What purpose does it serve? Why should it be in my deck? I think we're dead here. We would have been able to pressure on just one land for a little while, which is why I think it was fine to keep this hand, but timely reinforcements, we're just going to get dumpstered. I think Vindicate would probably be a staple, but it wouldn't be a 4 of. Deal? This is an aggressive attack. Thanks, Fallen Dark. The counterburn spell seems okay. It'll probably replace the Wizard's Retort that I have in the sideboard, at least to test it. Are you Field of Ruining me? Sure. Believe it or not, there's a lot of basics in my deck. Or like, they're not winning this race, like, at all. So that attack seems, like, absurdly loose. You putting them on another timely? I could see that. Let's kill a thing and check their hand here. Wow, yeah, good soul read on the second timely. Lyra. That is not a beatable magic card. That is not a beatable magic card. I guess maybe I should leave some paths in for that. They clear out Colonnade too. And that's another thing, like, Lyra will be super bad against green black once they have access to the new Assassin's Trophy. It's like, it's just a card you can, like, leave in that kills Lyra. That's just, like, answers other things when they don't draw Lyra. So this card becomes a lot worse. I just, like, don't have time to go slow here because I don't have an answer to Lyra in my deck is the issue. Like, they're gonna get to snap timely too. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I think we could have ground out the timely reinforcements, but I definitely can't grind out the Lyra. Yeah, you cut the bad cards and bring in the good cards, Demir. Sounds like you listed most of the bad cards there. Yeah, some people play Cast Down as a removal spell. Also, a lot of people play 2 of them, so they play 1 Lyra and 1 Baneslayer, so when they both come up, so when you draw both of them, you can do stuff with them. I'm gonna leave 3 path in my deck. I should just leave the full 4 just so I can like beat the angels consistently. Seems pretty good to go soaked into Dark Confidant on 2. Yeah, I think Kambal's fine. Kambal's like Eidolon of Rhetoric, right? Like, he doesn't kill them quickly, but like he punishes them for every game action they take. He generally gets in at least 2 points of damage. Like, if we have any semblance of like a reasonable start, Kambal's gonna like pressure them in a really nice way. You want to prioritize fetching non-basic lands in a matchup like this where they're not pressuring our health total, because they're going to have a lot of paths and Field of Runes, so I want to leave a lot of basics in our deck. Although with all these bobs in my hand, I might fetch a basic with this Marsh Flat. Smuggler, Copter. Definitely just playing Bobby on 2 here. They want to path me up to 4 lands next turn. That's fine with me. Yeah, I think that's really terrible, Gandhi. I think you don't have enough fairies to play Mistbind Click without Bitterblossom. I don't think Bitterblossom's good enough. I think if you want to play Mistbind Click, you need to play Bitterblossom, is basically what it comes down to. Otherwise, you just get blown out far too often. I also think the thing that's good about the Tempo deck is Delver. It, like, gives you draws that let you actually kill people. They probably have some other fatties in the deck, too, for the Unburial rates as well. Untapped land here would be great. Ding. Get to the chopper! To the chopper! Just like added 2 threats to the board. Oh, I just played that. Duh. It's like, this thing gives my creatures haste. Oh, wait, it doesn't have haste itself. Lol. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Do not pay no attention to the copter behind the curtain. Whoopsie. They have Snapcaster Path here. We could be a little bit annoyed, I guess. But I guess next turn I just get to like play Dark Confidant and like actually attack with that. Rest in peace. They shocked in. So do they have another path here? They do not. Okay. Deal. For the value. What you got over there? What you got, friendo? Just waiting to path my Smuggler's Copter. You were waiting to path my Smuggler's Copter. You're a monster. Why are you so mean, opponent? I'd love another land, thank you. Lets me loot away all the ones I actually draw. Oh, man. Not Hieroglyphic Illumination. How will we ever beat this one, chat? Can I kill them before Terminus becomes relevant? Real question. Can I kill them before Terminus? I think I can, right? Can I just, like, take the Hieroglyphic Illumination here and just, like, kill them before Terminus happens? I think that's the plan. Because, like, the Bloodghast is even going to have haste next turn, right? I can also just, like, draw another Thoughtseize or Collective Brutality in the next couple turns. Like, we're seeing a lot of cards here. That is Modern Staple Night Market Lookout. Yes. Yes, it is. They're dead, like, next turn, right? I'm going to put this into play. I'm going to diddle him with the Copter. Hey, diddle diddle. The cat and the fiddle. The Night Market Lookout jumped over the moon. Did you draw a Supreme Verdict, or are you dead? We know they didn't draw Terminus. If they rip Wrath here, we're sad, but the game's not over. So, you're dead? Smells pretty dead to me. How will we ever beat Jace the Mind Sculptor, chat? All Modern is dual decks, Bloodbraid versus Jace the Mind Sculptor. Wizards of the Coast has ruined Magic by unbanning these unbearably powerful Magic cards. Why do they hate us? Why? Is this card playable? Like, is it even good? Like, just what are you doing with yourself over there? Does there, like, if it wasn't for Dark Confidant, this card might cost more than our entire deck. Like, I don't know what to do, chat. Our minds are being sculpted. So, you're dead on board? It's like they're tanking on this brainstorm. You're dead on board, opponent. I don't think they realize that they're dead on board. They don't understand the power of modern staple night market lookout. And his zero chill. Zero chill night market lookout activate. Alright, I'm gonna play the Bloodghast to play around anything fishy happening. Now I'd like the record to reflect they were dead. They were dead regardless of these Bloodghasts. Rawr! I am disrespect. I'm playing these out to play around Shining Shoal, just in case. Just in case. I should have killed the Jace for good measure. I should have been like, kill your Jace, getcha. Alright, conceded the Boogles, lost a close match to Amulet Titan. We killed blue-white control, we're starting to climb back up here, chat. Feeling like a 3-2 type of morning. Chat, as this is a brave new time in Magic, we have new sets being released and new cards being spoilered. I want you to educate yourselves and be informed. I want you to know how to look for the red herrings from people that are posting clickbait. Anybody talking about this card's gonna change Modern completely, or the format's being turned on its head, or they already know what's going to be good, the new standard format, those people are just trying to make you click on their things. They don't have the knowledge or the know-how to predict those things, and they're just trying to bait you. Don't let them be a master baiter, chat. Don't click those links. Read moderately well-reasoned presented things. Read things that are optimistic but cautious, because that's what's reasonable. Yes, like Teferi is the best card in Standard before any spoilers has happened. Exactly. What am I doing here? I'm probably just supposed to take the Blood Moon, right? And then the second Thoughtseize is gonna take Lightning Bolt. It's like my greedy 2-color mana base can't beat this Blood Moon. But my wild speculation. Yeah, I think we're taking Bolt some Blood Moon here, because I can path Dr. Peasy, right? Dr. Dre says, Nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement. Look at him. Walking around, grabbing his you-know-what, flipping him the you-know-who. Yeah, but he's so cute, though. I probably got a couple of screws up in my head loose. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We kept the lyrics family friendly for the stream. We're good. We're good. Mutavault even like cruise smugglers copters here. Like, God bless. What do you do if they go Brutality before Pyromancer? Well, if they Brutality before Pyromancer, I can just Thoughtseize the Pyromancer. Knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That's actually a good idea, Ocean. I should put a link to my Magic articles on my website. I linked to specific ones from my decklist pages, but I don't have a... I should add a Magic... Or I should just add an articles link in my navigation bar, probably. Are there too many things in the navigation bar already, though? This is kind of getting wide already, right? I don't know if I want to add another one. Maybe I need to condense some of these. I guess I could put, like, merchandise or sponsors back under stream. It's probably not unreasonable. Merch should be listed under every tab and on every page. The SCGCon thing is to send me to SCGCon. So SCGCon is a tournament, or is a convention where the SCG Invitational takes place. And since I top 8 and open with Blue Red Wizards, I'm qualified to play in that event. You know what? I probably should have fetched Basic Swamp there, right? And not Basic Plains. It's a little loose on my part. So we're going to fire up Mutavault and then crew this Copter. I, in general, prefer playing Path to Exile before playing Fatal Push in decks that can play both, because there's enough Hollowed Ones and Gurmag Anglers and Bedlam Revelers in the format that I'd prefer to just kill anything. Yeah, like now I can't Pain Seer and Thoughtseize without playing a land. Which feels kind of bad. What an interesting and engaging game of Magic the Gathering my opponent and I are going to partake in. I would like the record to reflect that our basics are not, our mountains are not basic lands. These are non-basic mountains, thank you very much. My opponent cast Price of Progress right now, I would take 4. This deck would love Stoneforge Mystic. It crews Copters after it puts an artifact into play. We have 5 basic swamps in our deck. It's basically Dead Guy Ale. They must have drawn Bedlam Reveler, right? That's why they're playing that out proactively like that. Everything is a better designed card than Blood Moon. Blood Moon's a card that was designed in 1995 by idiots that didn't know how game design worked. By people that didn't understand the type of game that they were making. Like, we've learned so much in the last 20 some odd years since Blood Moon was designed. Like, the resource bases that we have today are different. It's just like, it's a functionally different game at this point. I do kind of appreciate the fact that Blood Moon is in a set called Modern, because like it's really not a card that's designed like modern cards are designed, right? It's just not. I just don't feel like playing another match against Blood Moon. I'm gonna play the last one in this league and then we'll move along. That's my rule. Remember, that's the really important piece of thing to remember. If you're ever feeling frustrated with a game of Magic, you only have yourself to blame. Playing a game of Magic is always optional. It's something you should be doing for fun. And if you're not having fun, you should stop playing. You're doing it wrong. The only way to play Magic wrong is to continue playing while you are not having fun. That's true. The community did vote for reprint. And maybe have fun the next round. Sliver is on the no-fly list because the power level of it is just absurdly low, and people ask for it pretty constantly. Yeah, I think that's likely true, Pikes. I think Blood Moon was only in 9th because it was an 8th. Slivers with the human mana base is possible, it's just not good. In fact, the mana base in Slivers is even better because you get to play Sliver Hive, but the power level of the cards you're playing just, like, isn't good. It's not that they're not castable, it's just like the cards you're casting aren't powerful enough. Modern would be better without a bunch of cards, many of which are in 8th and 9th. Maybe Twerkin? I don't know. The deck can have a hard time producing black mana consistently early. So I think Path to Exile is still better there. Yes, it is Sanguines. I haven't had a chance to play it since they released this morning, but I'll probably play some tonight. Christy does D&D on Wednesday night, so I have the evening free. Maybe I'll set up the Android emulator on my computer upstairs. Yay! They're playing Bad Tron! Yay! Bad Tron! Yay! Bad Tron! I was kind of sad for a hot second because I thought we were just gonna die. But they registered Bad Tron instead, so God bless. God bless. That's true. I think it said the opponent was 0-3, so... Yeah, lots of bad decks can win things all the time. We've just played Slivers a bunch on stream in the past. If you want to, you don't have to take my word for it. You can go watch the leagues that we've played in the past and see how good or bad Slivers is and judge for yourself. don't know that we can beat that one. That's gonna equip to the Thoughtseize here. And for reference, that's why this deck is bad Tron. Like, they assembled Tron, but instead of playing cards that make me concede the game, like Karn and Ugin and Oblivion Stone, they've, like, cast Thoughtseize and cast Batterskull. And it's just like, well, I, like, kind of have outs here. I'm gonna take probably one more draw step towards the path at least here. Or two more draws with the Smuggler's Copter. Those were not the path to exile we were looking for. I'll probably play until we draw a path or until they play another finisher. Because like the spirits buy me a lot of chump blocking time here. And like while they're gaining 8 every turn, we're like gaining 2 and attacking them for a pretty good chunk. Now you really have lifelink, opponent. If you didn't have lifelink before, you certainly do now. Oh no! Oh no! Wait, what? They didn't. Okay, sure. Somebody snuck a good card into their deck, chat. I'm so confused. Somebody stuck a playable card into their deck. I'm gonna attack everything at Karn here. If we don't draw a path, I'm gonna concede. It's been a rough league for the cars, chat. It's been a rough league for the cars. Trim these brutalities, bring in these wet balls, run it back. Yeah, I think Harvester's good enough. It blocks TKS just fine. You can always find deck lists that we have coming up in the donation queue. bit.ly/donation queue. Should I put a link to the donation queue on my website? I should do that. In the drop-down under stream, I have scheduled donation decks. I should link the donation queue under there too, probably. Maybe the stream rules as well. Yeah, stream rules. I'm going to make a note of that. My goal is to get the queue under 40 decks before I open it back up for normal. For $10 donations again. No, we've got actual rules. Should probably generically link my website under the stream too in the panel somewhere. Supamina, thank you very much for the 2-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. No, Distrominator. I wouldn't dream of keeping this against, like, Green Tron, but against Eldrazi Tron, Path to Exile is just, like, really good. I have a 2-power attacker on one, so, like, hopefully we just draw a 2-drop on turn 2. Narek, 3 months have flown by so quick. Here's to many more. Thank you for re-upping at the tier 2 level. I appreciate that amount of support. Remember, tier 2 subs get to bump a deck of their choosing in the queue every month as a thank you for supporting me that little bit extra. So feel free to take a peek at what's in the queue and whisper me in private which deck you'd like to push up. Two drop. I kind of wanted a 2-drop that attacked, but I guess we'll cast this. Yeah, the play my 2/1 and then path a bunch of things does. It has a plan. No, this is definitely the best Smuggler's Copter deck we've played, I think. As far as Modern's concerned, at least. I just think it's absurd that Smuggler's Copter is legal in Modern. Like, Smuggler's Copter was banned in Standard. Very obviously, if a card's banned in Standard, it's too good for Modern. Deck with Smuggler's Copter and Champion. That's probably almost too much looting, honestly. What is sarcasm, really? Do we even know what sarcasm is? How could we know? Bad night market lookout, right? Do you know Eldrazi is Spanish for the Drazi? Bye, friend. Yeah, I could see Anguished Unmaking being fine. Oh, magic. I did have magic cards in my deck. The people making that astute assumption are, yep. Alright, Tron me, Tron Daddy. Oh, I have Damping Sphere. They still have 7 here. Hopefully they're just dead. They're dead through Karn. Are they dead through Walking Ballista? I think so. It would actually count in. Yeah, there's a very reasonable chance that they just made a bad play rather than are ghosting. It's not the reason why that play looks like a ghost chat is because that's a very bad use of surgical extraction. That's because what's the best way to phrase? You shouldn't be just randomly hoping to get cards out of your opponent's hand. I like this deck a lot. I think this deck has a reasonable, proactive game plan and gets to play efficient disruption that's legal in Modern. And this deck has the ability to assemble a real clock. What is this deck for? I have no idea. I've only played like 20 matches with this deck. The people severely underestimate the sample size you need to like have a reasonable measure on what's a good and bad matchup for a lot of things. I mean, like, it technically turns off. You can, like, tag my Bloodghast or my Bloodsoaked Champions, I guess. So Smuggler's Copter is dead now. Get to Thoughtseize plus Bloodsoaked Champion here. All is dust a million turns from now, potentially. Believe it or not, I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, and I don't remember all of the matches that I've played. So if you want a good measure on like what I thought about something, you should go back and watch the wrap-up segments on my YouTube videos. It's actually it's quite literally why I put the wrap-up segments there. So that way, after I've just played a deck, you can gain a reasonable metric on like why the league went the way it did, and my thoughts and feelings on the deck and changes we would make, etc. If they brick on a threat for a little while here, we could just kill them. That's unfortunate. It's not a threat. It like turns off our other threat though. It kind of feels bad. It's weird that they didn't cycle the Mind Stone. Are they casting all his dust on my two Bloodsoaked Champions here? I don't think so, Distrominator. Maybe we've played Smallpox Copter at some point, but I don't remember for sure. A lot of things come across my table. I think this is just Night Market Lookout plus Bloodghast. And then next turn, we get to attack them for 4 and bring back both Bloodsoaked Champions. Fobble! Thanks for re-upping for the 9th month in a row there. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way again this month. Do appreciate that. Yeah, the Black Source is a decent pickup here for sure. Lets us cast both of these this turn, as well as bring both Bloodsoaks back next turn. So if they break off here, they're dead in 2. Because we're hitting them for 4, and then we're going to have 10 power in play. I like how my cursor is just like randomly changing back and forth here while it sits here. Oh, just all his dust, sure. Land, please. Even spells are decent here, just like not Smuggler's Copter. I think there are plenty of far more playable cards than Squee to enable the looting value in Smuggler's Copter. I think one of the things people do too often when they're trying to build decks like this, I drew Surgical for the turn. I think one of the things people do far too often when building decks with like cards that are a little bit too cute with synergy is they play a bunch of bad cards in their synergy deck. You know, sometimes I do consider not opening my big dumb mouth, and then I think twice. All right, that's a redraw. Land. That's a good one. Start by attacking with this. That way, if they drew a Doomblade, they kill this instead of my Dark Confidant. Alright, dead in 2 if they break off again here. Ghost Quarter's a decent pickup. That's the answer to the Mutavault. But I guess that puts my Bloodghast back into play, so it's like trading one threat for another, kind of. And Bloodghast has haste here. They draw another Surgical. Sure. I'm gonna try and induce a mistake here. Hey, look at that! Look at that, chat! They took the bait! They took the bait! One could argue I was a master at baiting. Got him! Welcome to Thunderdome. All right. We scraped out a 2-2 and or a 2-3. One of the matches we didn't play though because it was Boogles. That's probably pretty impossible. We've played this deck a lot. I think this deck is very reasonable. I know like you look at decks, you look at the pile of cards that this is playing, and a couple of people have stated like it looks like a meme, but honestly, there's just good synergy here, and a lot of the cards that we're playing are just very reasonable. Path to Exile is a premium removal spell. Inquisition and Thoughtseize, these are good pieces of disruption. Collective Brutality, decent interaction. Dark Confidant, Pain Seer, Smuggler's Copter, alongside these other cards that like get value out of the graveyard, they give us just so much grind. I don't know that I have anything specific that I would change in this deck. I think I'm pretty happy with how we ran there. We lost a really close set to Valakut Titan. We needed them to just like miss a beat in the second game, and we would have been able to run it over. Yeah, I don't think I'd change anything. I think if I were to play this again, I don't think I would change anything. I'm pretty happy with what we're doing here. All right, disenchant. I mean, we have a couple of disenchants. I have a Fragmentize and an Anguished Unmaking. Here comes the Seer and his millions. I guess one thing you could definitely do, and maybe this is worth doing, graveyard decks have like cooled off a touch in Modern, and like even when they do exist, like Nihil Spellbomb like doesn't always dumpster them. It's possible to make something like the Valakut Titan matchup a little bit better, that we could like play more Thoughtseizes over these Nihil Spellbombs or something like that. But it's pretty marginal either way, I think. All right, so what are we next? We have black green Eldrazi coming up next, which is a black green rock style deck splashing some Eldrazi cards in. I think the amount of Vengevine dropped off because it was the flavor of the week. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, this deck's busted." And then people played it and they were like, "Oh, this deck's not busted, it's just like just playable." And like just playable doesn't keep people playing a deck. Like once people realize that it's not just like cracked in half gonna end the format, they get bored. What could you